You turn that one off and back on.
Oh, I like that it's upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There we go. I'm alive. NA production. Hey, listen. I can't control what the cameras do.
I mean,
You can.
I can.
Am I tapping in the corner?
Spin the front and then type, press AF once you've zoomed in.
80085.
If you don't see it, it's the front
Flip it
dial,
upside down.
the smaller of the two.
This one?
No, on the lens itself.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, the smaller one. There you go.
Oh!
Yeah.
Leave it. It's immaculate.
And then hit exit. We're good. Thank you.
Hey. We have to do all the camera. We need more cameras. We have to have everyone's faces that obnoxiously synced.
What's great too is
Everyone's
I can just reach
individual.
over and tap it and it's instant
Yeah.
close.
Yep. Oh God. Well, that'll be.
You're
a
gonna want to
YouTube
get it
video.
close to this.
That's where too when Savannah's like, oh, I would love to someday run like audio and like camera production for you guys for like being in the office. It's the zoom in on your. She's gonna.
We're gonna have to
so
get her
bad.
like a construction hat. She's gonna have to come in here. Hold on, I gotta turn the camera. Thank you, Mike. That's thank you. Thank you very much. Jesus Christ. Thank you. Hello, Mike. Hello, Oscar. Hello, Claudia. Hello, everyone else that might be hiding in the shadows. We are Not Great RPG, and we're here once again for. I was going to say the City of Oceanhall, but that's not what this is.
Nope.
The Lost Kings of Adoris. We're going to go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and then after a brief recap, pick up where we left off 2 weeks ago.
I'm John, and I play Marcus.
I'm Sarah, and I play Dandelion.
I'm Glenn and I play Gear.
I'm Autumn and I play Twig.
I'm Mike and I play Mr. Pigeon.
And I'm Don, the DM for this campaign, and I play everyone else. So last
Yak.
week, I do play Yak.
You gotta get back into the headspace.
Play Yak.
Yak.
My wife, we're there. We're there. My yaks. It's very easy. It is helpful, just as a side note, if you're trying to get back into a character voice, think of one thing for the character to say, and then you just can get back into the voice very easily.
Oh yeah, no, genuinely.
It's the only way to do it. Otherwise, it's impossible.
Like genuinely, that was why I did that before. Like all.
Hello!
Hello. Who goes there? Ebenezer Scrooge.
It helps that Claudio's here because he's just been Marleyed again. Claudio, speaking of Claudio, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub 13 months in a row. Sorry, 13 months, 2 months streak. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, last week, you guys were traveling through the Mistlands, awoken by Yak, who told you that, hey, I tried to avoid the vampires. I took paths that I thought would be the most safe. Turns out, sorry, not vampires, werewolves, infested with werewolves. You're going to the vampires. Try to avoid the werewolves. There's werewolves. They're out there. They're approaching. We need to defend the yaks.
Place is infested.
Yeah, place is infested. You guys suited up, stepped out, saw some werewolves lurking in the shadows. One larger one further through the tree line, and 2 smaller ones hiding in the sides.
Gave him the sauce.
You guys like strangled him a lot and made like a tightrope in the tree. Really fucked him up. And just beat him to death.
Stabbed the shit out of Mr. Pigeon. Got fucked up there.
Yep.
Sadly.
Yeah, Mr. Pigeon got beat up, but he's fine. He got brought back. Everyone's okay. One of the yaks did die, but he was revived, so he's all right. And everything was fine. And then Marcus shoved a holy hand grenade into the biggest of the werewolves, which then melted from the inside and slowly began to like melt away and turn back into a man, which Yak told you that that's not a thing with most of the werewolves, that once they turn, they're turned. They're not like shifters. They would just remain mindless beasts.
Full-on lycanthropes.
And found an item inside the jacket pocket of one of the werewolves, spoke privately with
Ophelia?
about
Papa?
the contents of that letter, indicating that this might perhaps have been her father. As he buries this body, she indicates that it is not her father, but does read and keep the note from her father that was in the werewolf's pocket of his ripped suit that he was wearing, chains on his arms and legs. You guys stepped back into the caravan. Mr. Pigeon, Twig, and Engir spoke privately in the woods about the fact that Marcus is not okay. Ophelia was like, hey, the best thing you can do for Marcus is to just be there for him and try to help because he is cursed. His soul is bound to this sword.
He's cursed.
And he's not fine. She explained that she normally takes curses from people because of what happened with her father, and that's just a thing that she does, but she's not able to take it from him. It's something that he has to cleanse himself. He has to cleanse the blade in order to cleanse himself, and to just keep an eye on him and make sure that he's okay. And they said that they would. She tried to talk to Twig after everyone else left, and Twig just kind of huffed at her and danced away into the trees after Mr. Pigeon quite literally danced away into the trees. And then you guys got back on the carriage, made your way towards the city of Duskbrook in the Mistlands, in the center of the Mistlands, the vampire town. And as you approached, you noticed a sort of shimmery mirage effect around the town, and saw that there was a medium-sized manor on a hill within the vampire village. And you guys approached it, and that is where we left off 2 weeks ago. So you guys are on the carriage, heading towards across this river that passed in front of the town, because notably vampires can't cross moving bodies of water, so clearly they can't be completely cut off. There's a way for them to pass. And you move up to this mirage that shimmers in front of this wrought iron gate that you can faintly see through this mirage, and pass through this barrier, and everything becomes much more clear as you pass through it, as you are able to see the contents of the town. Previously, it just kind of looked like a bunch of burnt out buildings and run down, falling apart, like fire-ridden buildings with nothing inside. And as you pass through this mirage, through this gate, you can see that it is anything but that. It's a rather quiet town. There are hooded figures moving around through the streets, but the buildings are not burnt. They are standing, and they appear to have people in it. There are lights on all of them, kind of illuminating the darkened streets. As this area is still just as dark as the rest of the Mistlands are.
Okay.
And Yak just kind of opens the door behind you. We will be there in 5 minutes. I will drive carriage up to the house on hill. We will get out, meet Dalvor, and then you will have time to rest, eat some food. Yak will sleep soon after that. And then we will set out again tomorrow morning for the remainder of the journey.
Thank you, Yak.
Of course. Closes the door.
So Delvor, huh?
Yeah.
Delvor or
Dalvor. Dalvor.
yeah, I got it right.
Oh.
That's definitely not an evil name, right?
I don't know if names are evil.
Good, good.
Probably not.
It's just Vampire Lord and Vampire Town and
There we go.
Vampire House on Vampire Hill.
He invited. Presumably invited us. Hopefully invited us.
I mean, Yak said it was fine, so
Yeah, Yak does this. Wait a minute. Yeah, Yak does this all the time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Yak opens the door. Yes, hello.
Yak, have you ever brought people? You said you brought people here usually to have them eaten because they're bad people.
Yes.
Have you ever brought people here that were good people to spend the night at Dalvor's Manor?
Yes.
Everything's fine.
Yes, this is
Just
very...
had to tie up that loose end before we got delivered to the fresh
Are
table.
they going to be confused about this interaction?
Yeah, that.
No, this is very common thing. Yak transport many of Evelyn's people across Mistlands. So this is normal both ways, depending on where they need to go. Once they have gone to her tavern and kind of figured out a new life, sometimes they go across Mistlands other way. So this is no problem, normal, normal thing. Yes,
Thank you.
of course.
All right. Probably not evil. His name. It might be.
It does seem evil,
Or do you,
right?
do you know?
It's not just me.
Do you know any?
Vor.
Are there names that are evil?
I mean,
Jondar. That's an evil name.
Well,
Yeah.
that was an evil guy. But was there another? This is me. Was there another Jondar? Like, were there like
Are you thinking of Elran Felran?
maybe?
Just one
I
John
think,
Dar.
I
Just
think
one-
there was one
I can
John
remember.
here.
I feel like in some situation we ran into a person with the same name as another person, but
Yeah.
that might have been.
With changelings, that does happen sometimes, but no, there was only one John Dar. I mean, John Dar was.
I
had
think
a
you're thinking
face.
of Grace in Oshwamp, because DJ got real concerned because 2 people were instituted with the name Grace.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like in some game
Oh,
that
yeah,
we
there-
played
there-
somewhere. There's been 2 characters with the same name. It's like that's a thing that can happen in real life.
Yes.
Like people can
Uh-huh.
have the same name.
Tim Poster.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't sure if John Dar
Love
was,
that guy.
was the one. I guess he was pretty evil though.
Yeah. I mean,
But does that
Definitively evil.
is it because of his name?
He was eating souls. I don't think it was because of his name, but his name definitely became evil when you start eating souls.
Hmm.
Like, would we know the name of, like, I don't know, like a legendary, like, Lich of Nightmare or something like that? Like, anything that could, like, any folk
William.
story of something terrifying?
Yeah. Dalvor, weirdly. No, go ahead and make a history check. Anybody that wants to believes that they might have knowledge of that somehow.
perhaps Papa.
Perhaps Papa.
I know stories.
You do know Fae stories.
I know
you
Fae
could know
stories.
evil Fae creatures.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm a 9.
Solid 9. All right.
18.
18.
13.
13. Legendary, like, lich monster.
Spooky things.
Spooky
This is
thing.
a nightmare legend.
Sure. Yeah, give me a second to think about that. You guys can continue talking whilst I
Lucius.
weirdly. that
His name was
might come
also
up
a
later
variation
today.
of the name John with a different
Yeah.
suffix.
Jon specifically.
That I just found funny about John Dar was the fact that it was
Yeah.
it's Grimdar but John.
Yep.
Yeah. Glenn, I'm gonna message you something.
Oh no.
I don't know if there are
With an
any
18.
names that are
I'll message you as well.
specifically evil. I mean, I think there's stories about people who are bad,
Mm-hmm.
and we've met some evil people,
Yeah. We met a handful.
like John Dar.
Yeah.
Probably some other people.
Is that the only one you got in the chamber?
There was that one
What
guy.
about all the black flower people we just killed?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bad.
Fivril, bad name.
Because Jondar was also attached to them.
My brain just. I was like, it'll come to me if I keep talking, and it didn't.
No.
I blocked that out only because I was thinking so hard as to who the fucking guy was that we basically said, no, you can't be the king.
To the king himself, you mean?
Yes.
Who was the king? Well, I just told him, like, hey, you suck at being king, you should stop. And he was like, yeah, dude, you're
But
right,
he
I'm real
wasn't
bad
evil.
at this.
He was just.
He just sucked.
Yeah.
Okay.
King.
Evil sucks. What's the difference?
What the fuck was that king's name?
Sounds important, so there's no way it's in my notes.
Yeah. King. I know it's Emmerich now.
Dr. Calcium, evil.
Well, he's a dentist. He's a terrible person. He delights in causing pain. Kind of horrible sadist dentist. Sentist.
I have someone named Big Marge written down.
Big Marge?
Big Marge!
Oh my God, I don't remember that.
Owner of the orphanage.
Oh, yeah, back in the city, Southport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember saying that several years ago.
I feel like we played different campaigns.
Yeah.
There was an orphanage.
Big Marge.
A long time ago.
Yeah, this is my first notebook.
I just have the word Kingmaker written down. Nothing after that. Just Kingmaker.
Those were the Black Flower people attached to what they would sell for the changelings. One of the people under the employ, I think, was nicknamed the Kingmaker.
That's right.
Something like that. It's attached
Yeah,
to
you
it.
would know
Bernie
the Kingmaker.
Sanders.
The Kingmaker worked with the changelings
Yeah,
to
right?
replace.
Because that was who Shay got. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Kingmaker sold changelings to families to
Yep.
either use to replace someone else of prominence and take their place, or as like assassins.
Got Dudley Kessel, the pillow guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that guy.
Got some notes about Gunter Claus.
Yep, we do have that.
That was important. More important than the name of an NPC
Yeah, it's fucking lobster
spent time
claws.
with.
Fuck was this shit king's name?
Must not have mattered if none of us wrote it down.
Doesn't he sucks. He who sucks.
He's in the past.
My notes are terrible.
I say that all the time when I look at my notes. I never change. I never write down anything different. It's just always useless stuff. I swear, there's a bullet point in here that just says clown mask. Like, how on earth did I think I was gonna know what that meant in the future?
All lines up. So that's us in Jondar's home. That would have been after we completed. That's Murdoch fighting with us. This is us talking
I
about.
like how you have clown mask written down. Don't know what it means, but if I told you off the top of your head to tell me like the names of the clowns that have already been used, you could probably.
I have those written down. They are somewhere. Yeah, we got Drowsy Field Mouse, Mr. Sadbird, Lamb Chop, Serendipity Sparrow, and Shiny Gull.
Bro, do you remember Eudoro?
Who's Serendipity?
Yeah, he's
yeah,
great.
I don't know.
half-orc guy in robes.
I
We really
couldn't
like half-orc
point out
in
who
robes.
they were.
I don't think
do.
I have that one written down.
Well, because they're wizards.
Maybe
They're
it was like an
spellboards.
idea that didn't pan out.
I don't know how you would have
Jazz is
given
canon.
that one to us.
Stallman Jr.
Did you say Stallman Jr.?
Stallman Jr. He was
Yes.
the son of Stallman Sr.
Who is the son of Stallman?
Yep. Fuck me.
It's like his father before him.
Did I?
It must not have been important. I mean, he's not king anymore.
Well, see, my problem was that this was originally the Orvigo notebook for the tail end of Orvigo only.
Yep.
So I started Orvigo in the front of the notebook, and I started Adoris in the back of the notebook. But not all the way at the last page, at the last section of the notebook. So my last section, page 1, is beginning. I go that way, flip to the end of the notebook, and then go to the opposite side of it, and then go inward into my notebook. So I have to traverse in 2 different directions in timelines to be able to find.
He's got to read forward and backwards
I
in time.
literally, it's so dumb. I don't know why I started here and went that way to the end.
What we're going, we don't need
And then
continuity.
surely went, I won't get confused if I go back to the beginning, swap, and then go in the completely opposite direction for the remainder of the campaign.
Sarah and Glenn, you have both been messaged.
Yeah, I think I pretty often overestimate my memory
Yep.
or my ability to like intuit my own notes.
That's what you would remember.
Okay.
I had to think about that.
No name connected.
Not with the roll.
So
no.
that's me getting the sword. Okay. Bernard is undead.
Yeah, most of the stories I know don't have
Cosmic goo.
evil names in them. You're right.
Cosmic goo. Vampire. Dr. Calcium. So we're getting into the right area. Aaron Blackflower, the reflection, the canopy. Dr. Clayola. Gunther Claus.
It's a bear.
You said they stories you've heard. No, they don't have names.
Not ones that were important. I don't think
Well, I guess
it was like it.
names could not be so bad, but also like titles are scary.
Well, yeah, the bad man. That's pretty scary.
If somebody walked around town calling themselves the Bad Man, I
Yeah.
don't think I would be afraid. Now, if he called himself the Batman,
Change my nickname.
To Batman.
No, away from Batman.
Oh. It's like Ukubo.
Yeah, I like that guy. You still looking for the king's name?
I certainly can find it.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't actually necessary. Also, I should just have it in my Marcus timeline on my phone. Opening document. Marcus timeline. Grandma, grandpapa. Those are the years. Legends. Gerald Lowe the Third.
That is
What?
it.
Jerry.
The
That is
current
correct.
king of Fjordan is Gerald Lowe the Third.
I
That is
have
correct.
never heard that name in my life.
Old Jerry Lowe.
G-Lo 3, dude.
G-Lo.
No wonder he sucked at being king, dude.
Yeah, terrible name.
I didn't even want this job. Yes, the titles seem to be scarier than the actual name, sure. And I know some words just sound scary. Some don't.
Like Mistlands.
Yeah.
Soul Eater.
Soul Eater?
Yeah, that was one of the stories.
Oh, that was an anime.
That was also an anime.
Marcus loves his enemy.
I gotta take a nap again.
Like, I remember stories of, like the word lich. Lich is a scary word.
What the fuck is a lich?
I don't know.
I
that
don't know.
word.
It's just spooky. It's the title of something card.
Sounds like
Uh-huh.
a kind of fern.
Fern?
Yeah.
Alright. So we gotta kill some ferns.
Is it plant, maybe? That just sounds bad. I heard it talked about negatively before.
Spooky plants?
No, just the word lich. Like,
Oh, alright. I was gonna say, we've dealt with spooky plants.
it was.
It all
used-
ties back to the beginning. The
dancing-
dancing twigs. Maybe they were liches. Maybe we at level 1 slaughtered 13 liches in the woods.
It's pronounced lichens.
Oh, damn it. Alright.
That's yes. That's the one that I know.
But yes, I heard this word used in a negative way. It's talked about
filthy
like
lichens.
scary way.
Hmm.
I guess name doesn't have to be scary.
And some
But
things are
title can
scary
be
without
scary.
being evil.
Like,
Oh, yeah. Marcus is scary. To bad people,
That's true.
kind of the whole idea. You gotta scare the bad people.
And I think Rin was afraid of owl bears.
Yeah. There was that time he blew that horn and what left it from the water. No, that wasn't an owlbear.
that was a lichen.
It was a man. Oh, that poor guy.
But that doesn't make them evil.
I guess.
Just to be afraid of something.
Correct.
Evil is in the eye of the fear holder. Is what you're saying.
I don't think I said that.
Something is only evil if you perceive it to be scary.
No, I think some things might be evil. John Doe was pretty evil. He was eating souls and stuff.
Hmm.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't eat souls. Except there was that one time that Marcus tried to eat a soul.
I wasn't eating it.
You just put it in your mouth.
Well, yeah. I mean, you gotta permit the senses.
You just gotta palate it.
Right? Yeah.
Ugh.
A sommelier of souls. Gotta write that down.
No, that's a title.
Sommelier of souls.
Salami or souls? I like that.
How big
Getting
is it?
old white man.
How big is this town?
It's
Rough number a home.
Like, is it
20
like
house,
like a
50
little?
house.
it's a pretty decently. It's like 100 homes.
Oh, okay.
Like they're not huge homes. They're clearly have been
Just their
built.
houses, their homes.
They're homes, yeah,
Mhm.
not tents. Tents aren't houses, as we know. They are simple wood construction.
Yeah, very modest, like 1-2 room, like presuming, a small family size.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, very
The town
very small.
council rolled through and was like, make this house a home, make this house a home, make this house a home.
Yeah, the biggest one obviously being the one on the hill, which is
Yeah.
not like
Mid-sized
enormous,
mansion,
but
yeah.
mid-sized mansion-y.
Manor.
But yeah, it's a manor, definitively much larger than the rest, but
Okay.
similar construction. You can see that there are pieces of it that appear to be older, made of stone.
Ooh, now that we see the houses are not burned, do they look like they're constructed of the weird, gnarled, withery trees? The, like, spindly trees that we've been seeing in the Mistwoods?
It looks to be regular wood.
Okay.
Yeah, you can
Gotcha.
see that there are, like some of the roof shingles are made from this wood,
Okay.
laid on top, but the actual
Mistwood?
structure, yeah, the mist
Okay.
wood.
Just so this way it's easier to
Yeah,
clarify.
absolutely. Made of the mist wood. There are smaller things in the town that don't require it to be made of thick construction, like signs and things like that, are made of mist wood, but the rest of it appears to just be normal wood that you would be familiar with. Some of them are like thatched roofs, some of them have the mistwood shingles. The manor itself was clearly sculpted out of the remnants of a building that was once there. It's made partially of stone, and there are cracked, fragmented pieces of it that have been filled in with wood and like wattle and daub
Okay.
to kind of make this pseudo ramshackle manor. And there is a spire at the top of the house that kind of overlooks everything beneath the town.
And it's not misty within the area within this mirage that we have penetrated into?
It is not. Yeah, it's not misty in here comparatively. The ground itself looks like it has been covered over with other dirt and grass and things of that. They are able to grow stuff in here. There's small farms and things in the further as you kind of go through the town and make your way past all of the houses. That you see a handful of farms over at the base of this larger hill, kind of wrapping around, and the path itself winds its way through the houses and then around the hill itself up to the manor.
So we're in a reasonably sized clearing then for this to be a town.
Yes.
No wood, like no branch canopy above us obscuring skyline, or is the skyline obscured by mist that permeates over?
It
or
is.
envelops
So
over?
it sort of permeates and goes over this like shield
Okay.
of this area,
Okay.
which obviously they don't want to disperse because it
Yeah, they
keeps the
want
sunlight
the
out.
sun out anyway.
Yep,
Yes,
it
absolutely.
keeps the sun out.
Okay.
Yeah, it appears to be, at least as you look up, it doesn't look any different than what you had seen in the rest of the Mistlands. Unclear if that is from mist that has cascaded over, because even on top of the hill, it would have to be pretty high up.
Yeah.
It just looks like it is further up.
Okay.
It doesn't look like the same ceiling. Like if we're standing in here and the tops of the trees were here, I mean, it's a low ceiling through
Sure.
some of the Mistlands. Like it's almost claustrophobic as you guys were going through the trees.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And in terms of what they're growing, as we're passing through, you described like small little farm plots. Like, do they look like they're growing normal crops that Marcus would have experienced before?
Yeah, I would say you see wheat and corn. There's a pumpkin patch around the far corner. Fairly common stuff. It doesn't look like there's anything that sticks out to you as odd.
Real intently look at the wheat.
Yeah.
Not to like investigate
Sure.
it, but just like fondly reminisce over once again the presence of wheat in my surroundings.
Yeah, it's not as glimmering as you remember it being, with there being no sun.
Pretty moderate quality wheat. Perhaps I might give them some.
Some tips.
Sunlight, maybe.
Yes, in limited quantities. Wheat tips.
It does help things grow.
Yeah. After we kill all these horrible things, I'll come back here and I'll help the vampires grow wheat for their blood bread. I don't know whether or not everything that the vampires would like has to be blood flavor now that I'm recognizing I'm stereotyping.
I don't know anything about vampires, except for
Can they eat real food?
I don't know.
they're growing it.
Did we see Butler Bernard, eat any real food when we had the dinner there that evening? I thought he excused himself.
He did. I would say you did not see him eat anything, but he was working while you were there.
Yeah, and we know from Evelyn Metamorgan that she had said before that she was a half vampire. She was a
Dampier. Yep.
Dampier.
Yeah, she had definitively eaten. You would have.
Yeah, so I guess there's
And maybe
some
there's
grounds to.
Maybe it's not just vampires here.
Perhaps. Maybe that's why she has the connections here. Maybe
And on that note, as you guys are driving through the towns, you do see other creatures, humans,
all right.
half-orcs, elves, other things that do not have the same, like, pale and mottled skin that you are used to for vampiric beings, the slightly grayish tone to essentially most of the Dampiers and vampires that you have come across. There do appear to be non-afflicted people that are also here.
Okay.
That was like.
For an atmosphere mysterious, that was a little spooky.
I like spooky, all right? I set my tones and I go with it.
Use my atmospheres, you get what you get.
Use it your own risk.
Yeah, so
See,
this
isn't terrifying.
this one's fine. This one is called the Haunted Concert Hall. Very normal.
right. Mysterious.
Yeah. As you guys round this hill and get higher up towards the height of it, as you reach where the house itself is sat. It's sitting. House.
Well.
Yeah, the house stands up.
He didn't tell us Dalvor is a house.
Yeah. You run across this cobblestone as you loop around and make your way to the top of the hill where this house is sat. And you come under this large wooden canopy over the front area of the house, very hotel-like in nature. And the carriage comes to a halt, and Yak throws the door open. We are here safely to Duskbrook. We will go inside, meet Dalvor, have wonderful time, and relax.
Thank you, Yak.
Of course. Right this way, and he walks around and opens the side doors of the carriage that you guys installed.
I would step out and then assist Ophelia out of the door.
Yeah.
Look onward to our surroundings.
Yeah, and you see Yak walks over to a man standing by the large stained glass door of this manor. There's not a pattern on it. It is just varying colors and pieces of cracked glass that has been fit together in the center of this door, lined with wood. He is a male elf, very tall, very slender, black suit. Even from this distance, you can see that there is a kind of wispy gold chain around his neck that descends into his shirt. And Yak walks over, and you just see him kind of silently talking and turns and gestures to the group of you. And the man nods and walks over. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dalvor. Welcome to Duskbrook. Yak has informed me of your situation. And we have accommodations for you to stay and have some food and rest before continuing on your journey.
Is it blood food?
No, it is regular food.
Do you eat regular food?
Yes, we do eat regular food.
Told
yes.
you, Marcus.
The blood is an unfortunate necessity of our plight, but yes, we do eat regular food as well.
Did he say bite?
I don't think so. I think he said.
Blight. He said blight.
He said blight.
Blight. So you said male elf.
Okay.
What face wise?
Sure.
Like, does he have a beard, a
Man
goatee,
face.
mustache? Classic.
Yes.
Pristine man face.
Very
No
extreme
facial hair.
widow's
Very slender. He has black hair that's pulled back into a long ponytail that kind of descends. Very Ichabod Crane like in nature. Visually.
Skin complexion.
Does he have skin?
Does he have
Skins, you got it.
any complexion?
No, it's hard.
It's a skeleton man.
His skeleton.
Just muscles, actually.
Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. He is very pale in complexion. His complexion is clear, but he is very pale.
Homegrown skin.
Yeah, homegrown skin.
Mega pale. Thank you very much, Delvor, for your assistance.
Of course. You will be safe here. Yak has informed me that he has told you of his deal with us, and he kind of, as he says deal, you can see the like fangs that he very clearly has.
He told you we're the good people, that you don't need to kill us.
Yes, we do not want to kill people. It is a regretful necessity of our ailment, but we do all that we can to minimize outside casualties. There are quite a lot of people here that need protection, and that comes with, unfortunately, a cost of being the way that many of us here are.
What do these people need protection from?
Various things. That is a conversation best for over dinner.
I know.
Yes, this is a very private town. I am sure that you noticed our protections from the outside to keep the wandering eye from noticing our location. That is intentional. We are all hiding. Pretty much everyone here is hiding for one reason or another.
Understood.
Yes, please come in. He opens the door and gestures you in, and inside there is, standing on the other side of the door is a just about as tall as he is, very slender drow woman, dressed in a deep purple dress, very simple in nature, no jewelry or anything. The standard purple irises that most drow have, as infrequently as you have interacted with them. You've only seen a handful of them, if any, for most of you. Welcome to our home. My name is Elerina. Elerrina. Elerrina. I would be pleased to take you to the dining room. Please, right this way. If you have things that you would like put into rooms, you can leave them here, and they will be taken there for you. You are welcome to keep your belongings with you, whatever is your comfort and your preference.
Does she look servantly dressed, or like?
Not servantly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering if there was Mrs. Delvor.
Yes. So he would step in. This is my wife, Elerrina. Yes, please, right this way. And he walks through. It's a fairly simple layout.
Yeah.
You can see that there is a crumbling stone staircase of what was very clearly, formerly a very elaborate stone castle manor of sorts. that has been restored with wood in the areas. Half of the banister on one side is made of the original stone. It's cracked in places. The other half is completely missing. It has been replaced with wood and lined mostly with this mist wood. It has kind of just been cobbled together from the existing structure and new build on top of that to form this house.
Quick question.
Yes.
When we journeyed, as we entered into the Mistlands, knowing where we were in approximation, did we journey predominantly westward exclusively? Was there like real dramatic shifts in the yak directioning?
You would have been traveling primarily at a northwestern trajectory.
Okay.
Because you guys were south and you're heading northwest, more north than west. The Mistlands itself is not wildly. It's about a day's length wide.
Okay.
But you guys were going primarily at a northwestern trajectory because you were going from rather center of the continent south all the way to the center northern side.
In this rough estimation, then I know my father would not have had much education on the Mistlands, but like anything in terms of what might have otherwise previously been a civilization, city, town, something that would have been made out of stone like this in the Mistlands. Not that it seems like unorthodox, but like we don't, from what I recall of the map, have like mountainous regions within here in which stone collections would have been assumed. So like anything historical about major cities within the Mistlands.
Yeah, I would say that he would have told you that it was rumored that long ago people lived in the Mistlands, that there would have been a kingdom sat at the center that they can't really find a record of having existed. There's not a whole lot of information about it specifically, but clearly this was where people resided before it was functionally everything outside of this small area was swallowed up and destroyed by the war as houses were destroyed and broken down to make catapults and things of that nature. Very little remains of what was actually there. One of the only things that seemingly exists that you had seen is this stone building.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And they walk you into this house up this central staircase, very Beauty and the Beast castle, just a lot more run down. And they lead you back into a large dining hall sat at the top of the stairs. It is about a 20-foot long wooden table that has been cobbled together from various pieces of different colored woods, pretty much whatever they could get. And some very simple chairs with backs.
Okay. Yeah, I would pull out a chair for Ophelia and then one for Dandelion and then sit in between the two of them.
I'd see Marcus pull the chair out and go to sit in his chair and go, oh, sorry.
Oh, no, you may sit.
It's fine. I'll pull out my own chair. It's too small anyway.
You're right. Here you are, Ophelia.
Thank you very much. She takes a seat.
I'm going to see them do that. I'm going to kick the other two chairs out next to me. You pigeon! Twig! Pull the chair out. They pulled chairs out for you.
Very gracious.
We will be right back with food. Thank you very much. They, the two of them walk off, and Yak pulls a seat across from the five of you and just sits down. Oh,
Bedtime, Yak?
very soon, yes, very soon Yak will sleep. After dinner, Yak is definitely going to go to bed for at least 8 hours and then wake up and do this again.
Yeah. Have you fed your yaks?
Yes, I fed them this morning,
Okay.
but I will feed them again before bed, yes.
Okay. Do you need any assistance with yak feeding or tending?
It is a relatively simple process, but if anyone would like to participate in the yak feeding, there will be a show in 1 hour. If you have your tickets.
Meat. Carnivorous yaks.
They're vampire
They eat vampires, weirdly. Mostly straw and hay and grasses and things like that.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Yes, sometimes yak will soak the grass in the blood of fish, because there is good nutrients in the blood and guts of a fish. Not delicious to eat, but good nutrients.
Make a joke about having a chum bucket. I feel like a shark.
Interesting.
Cat probably understand.
That's Twig.
Very healthy. Yes, sorry, Twig. That is name of cat? I was not told this.
Yes.
Just cat, bird.
Twig.
Twig. Very good. Thank you.
Mr. Pigeon.
Mr. Pigeon. Of course.
I was asking if you needed help being fed, but all right.
Oh, no.
Here
Apologies.
comes the yak plane.
No, Yak is okay. Thank you. Yak.
I understand you're very tired.
Yes, very tired, but Yak had quite a lot of coffee. So, able to stay awake.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck's Cookie.
He's locked inside of the thing. They never woke me up. Help!
Yeah,
I'm the
you see
best.
as you guys are all sitting, he kind of walks up the stairs and just rubs his eyes. I heard my name said just now.
Are you alive?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm the best, actually. Feeling
good.
good. I was taking a nap on the stairs there.
On the stairs?
Yeah, I like
feeling
to
better?
fall asleep in corners and stuff. It's very comforting.
Stairs famously are filled with corners.
Yeah, well, just like at the base of the stairs against the railing, I just cram myself in as small as a place as possible,
Ah, yes.
and just pass the fuck out. Really comfortable, good for my bones.
Yeah, all the
He stands
contorted-
up.
Yeah, all the contortion, it's really good.
Yes. Good, Cookie.
Yeah.
Are you excited for vampire dinner?
I'm super excited for whatever that is.
Is that
Dinner
Whatever
made
that
by
what kind,
vampires.
what kind of cuisine do vampires eat?
I don't know.
I hope there's mushrooms.
Ideally.
But I didn't
All I
see
saw was them growing was wheat and corn, so hopefully it's cornbread.
I think that's all you can make with those two ingredients, right?
It's the saddest cornbread I've ever had. Naturally weak.
I'm very excited for whatever this is. Whatever it is, I'm gonna eat it. It's gonna be great. Then I'm gonna go back to bed probably.
So will we. It'll be good to have a rest after the long battle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna find a corner.
Perhaps in one of our rooms there will be a corner and you could huddle up.
That would be
most
great.
Rooms have corners.
They do, 4 of them, notoriously.
Not all rooms, though. I've been in some round rooms.
Cookie
Not a
doesn't like a
single
round
corner in
room.
sight.
No corners.
Well, except maybe where floor meets wall and where ceiling meets. Is that the corner?
Kind of, but it's rounded, it's weird. Cookie doesn't like it.
Cookie's inside of a ball-shaped room.
Yeah, then I
Where
gotta-
does he sleep?
Personal hell.
Yeah, that's
Question
my
of the
worst
ages.
nightmare. Circular room, I just like sleep on top of a shelf or something, at least so I got a sort of a right angle. But it's not good. I'm gonna take a seat over here. He just sits down. Yeah, that's what it is. A few minutes go by and they walk out carrying several trays, and they set them down. You can see that there are a couple of little trays of meats, a couple trays of a little bit of fish,
What kind of meats?
pork and beef.
Okay.
It just looks like it's very simple cooking.
Sure.
Some vegetables, some fruits, and some bread. Just kind of nothing as so far as like a meal put together. Just kind of little assortment of things to eat. Would any of you like anything to drink?
Do you have tea?
Yes, we do have tea.
That would be wonderful.
I would like that.
Tea?
Yes.
Okay.
Ale.
We do have ale. Yes, I can get some ale. For the two of you, you nodded your head at tea. And for you, my dear?
Water.
Water? Okay. Now just give me a moment. And he steps away and comes back a second later. Here's a pot of tea, an ale for you, and some water for you. And we have milk for the tea for those of you that choose to drink it that way.
Thank you.
Of course.
Put some milk in my tea.
Yes, please enjoy yourself.
Dear vampire! I hate him, I hate him, I hate him, I hate him, I hate him.
Why is he hot?
Yeah.
Why is he married?
The actress grabs a couple strips of meat and a couple pieces of bread and makes a sandwich and just starts eating that.
Yep.
I'm gonna eat some vegetables. Just put a bunch of vegetables on my plate.
Yeah. How was your journey through the Mistlands?
Filled with werewolves, but we killed the 3 that attacked us. Yak was able to successfully avoid the rest.
Good. It is a very treacherous place. One of the reasons that we choose to stay here. You had asked why we are hiding, why the town is the way that it is.
Yeah.
There are many people here that are vampiric beings that do not wish to succumb to their carnal needs to feast on innocent for blood. We do our best to provide that. We ration it out and store it the best that we can, so that way when people need it, we have it. There are a great many people that are running from a great many things in life, whether that be some forms. There are people here that had been kidnapped, that fled and have come here. There are people that were pushed out of their homes by wars, encroaching governments, people that formerly worked with bad individuals that are on the run looking to be killed. I myself am one such person.
Who did you flee?
I 150 years ago, when I was a younger man, I used to work as a guide through the Underdark for a group making deliveries from one area of the continent to the other. I frequently guided people through the Underdark, a rather treacherous place. The group, the Order of Broken Faith, is the group that I worked for, and I left because I was asked to guide a group of men through the Mistlands, through the Underdark, which was rather common for me, men with goods and things that needed to be moved around. But these men were armed more than the others that I had guided through, and I overheard word that they were going to kill a family, and when I questioned it, I was beaten. So I guided them halfway through and then fled and left them there.
What?
You did this while working for the Order?
Yes.
What's the order called?
The Order of Broken Faith. They were going to slaughter a family.
Let me guess, was family Black Flowers?
No, I did overhear the name Black Flower before, but that is not the family that was to be slaughtered, no.
Was it in Yothalna?
No, in the kingdom of Otasolor, yes.
Oh dear.
Yes, it was, I believe, men of the Black Flower family that I was guiding through the Underdark. And I left them there and fled.
You have sordid past with Black Flower.
Yes.
What?
See, Dandelion, this is I tell you, names are evil sometimes.
What was the family
He
name?
speaks of the Black Flowers.
I did not hear the name, I just overheard that they were going to slaughter a family. So I left. I simply worked as a delivery boy when I was a younger man. I grew up in the Underdark, so I was very familiar with its winding passages, and I needed money to care for my mother. And I was offered the job, directing people through the Underdark. It seemed very simple at the time, but it, as most things are, was of course not so simple on the surface.
Or innocent.
Yes.
You said Order of Broken Faith.
Yes.
I knew there was something else that the Black Flower people once said. And we were just, this is crazy coincidence. Crazy. You work for plants.
No, not.
The evil plants.
The black flowers?
Yes, this is the word that they use when they talk about the Order of Broken Faith.
Lichen.
Black flowers?
Lichens. They call the Order Lichens.
There is a rumor that the man who runs the Order of Broken Faith was a lich, yes.
Was?
Is, I assume. They are not known for dying easily. I would assume that he still is.
So he's a plant.
Yes. I have heard word of this. The man's name is, weirdly, Lucius.
Lucius the Plant Man.
Lucy Lich.
Very few people know of him, and even fewer know his name or have seen him.
Have you ever seen him?
I have not seen him. I only know of him because I think many of the other people that have come here, there are others from his group that have been afflicted with the same predicament as I. When I was beaten, I was afflicted with this cursed existence that I now call my life.
You were made a vampire that day.
Yes. It is something that the Order did as a
Punishment almost?
initiation
Oh.
into the Order itself.
So they expected you to stay with them after they beat you.
Yes.
And you
They
fled.
expected complete and utter devotion to their cause,
What's their cause?
to control everything,
Oh.
as much as I have heard from others that have come here, just to be quite literally the web beneath the ground, much like the Underdark itself. They wish to control all things, to have a hand in every pie, as it were. Cookie's just like, yeah. I know
We're
all
going to
about
get
that.
by now?
Maybe.
But there are many people that have escaped from the Order of Broken Faith or from other criminal organizations under them. The Black Flowers, their Shadowed Thorns, is one such organization that operates underneath.
Yes, we know of them as well.
So when you picked up this group of people that was going to kill this family in Otasolor, where did you collect them?
I collected them in Yathalna.
So you collected them
Yes. Some of them there, some of them further south in the Kingdom of Arbor.
Oh dear.
Yes, it was a very long journey, but there are areas of the Underdark that transport you across vast distances in a shorter amount of time.
Understood.
It is why it is frequently used for transport of illegal goods. It is very difficult to track when you are underneath.
Aye.
And your wife? Or look at her. How did you come to this?
I was unfortunately bitten by a man on the road.
Road band?
Yes, I was
You say rolled ham?
No, Roadman.
Oh. Very hungry.
I was a traveling musician. Went from town to town telling stories, singing songs, trying to make people happy. And I was attacked on the road at night. And I struggled with my existence for a few years and got word that this place existed, and I came here. I wanted to try to find a cure for this, if there is one, and to help others like myself that had been afflicted, not by choice.
You said you sung stories?
Yes. Songs, tales of history, about people, places.
Do you have a favorite?
Hmm.
Or perhaps one that was most oft request? It's me.
Cookie.
Go sleep.
That's where I was hoping.
People did often like to hear about.
People say.
People say.
People say.
People say. There are no heroes.
People say.
Together. People often liked to hear fantasy songs and stories about the Feywild.
Oh, had you ever been?
No, unfortunately, not so lucky myself. It is very difficult to get there. There are very few doors, unlike the Underdark.
Oh, we have a Fey friend right here.
Dandelion was just sliding slowly under the table.
You
Right here.
You are from the Feywild, dear. Perhaps the stories that I sang might have been of your king.
Was it about Ron?
Oberon was his name, yes.
There you go.
We know him as Ron.
Okay. I have never met him, but he is known to be a very kind man, from what I've heard.
With songs of him about.
Stories of his conquest across the lands of
Conquest?
yes, aiding.
You never told me that Ron was a conqueror?
Well, conquest in the sense of aiding those in conquest, aiding to reclaim lands that have been taken from them.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh,
Paladin.
it's very common then. At least, not sorry, something that you have in
Granddad?
common.
Is his name Marcus Ron Shaw?
But he offered
Moberon.
assistance and magics to those that needed it most.
I need it.
I
Why?
Ronkus.
do you do magic, dear?
She does so much magic.
Perhaps that is a gift from your king.
Ron.
Maybe.
Ron
It-
magic.
It might be.
It is said that a lot of the magic of the Feywild descends from his power.
He is very strong.
Any
Very
Fey
powerful.
magic is of Ron.
Not all Fey magic, just much of it within the lands.
So, like,
Him
Ron
Is this
is
news?
not.
Is this news to me, or is this like, yeah, of course, that's how everything.
I would say that to Dandelion, that makes sense. Like, between him and Titania, obviously.
Yeah.
They're the two, like,
news,
most
but
powerful people.
news, but sensible.
News, but sensible. Like,
Okay.
not something that she was aware of, but just like, yeah, Titania and Ron, obviously, the
Yeah.
greatest.
Did
of
you
course.
sing of tits, Titania? Sorry,
Dandelion's.
Ron and tits. That's what we were told they were called.
Understood. Code names
No
of
one-
sorts?
Yes, this way other people did not hear us talking
Yes,
of them
of
and were
course.
able to easily understand the code names.
Of course. Very little information about the Queen. I knew of her existence from people in passing, from the handful of Fey people that I was lucky to meet and hear their tales, but not a lot of information about Titania.
It's very strange. She's very powerful.
Yes, heard stories of her, occasional stories about her child.
Child?
Yes.
What's her child? Who?
Child's name. Amalith.
Amal.
Amalith.
Oh.
Does that name some? Do I know?
You can
any-
roll a history check if you want.
15.
15? I would say that the name kind of scratches an itch at the back of your head. You're not really certain where or why. You're not familiar with Titania having a daughter, but the name kind of just it's the we talked about the like TV static earlier. You get a little like TV static in the back of your mind that it just kind of gives you pause.
I feel like I've heard this every week. Weird.
Was Ron the father? Papa Oberon.
I presume so, being the king, but I am not sure.
That would be a terrible thing to learn. Casually in the Song of a Bard. The queen's bastard daughter. This big kept secret.
I
I don't think it would
assume
be.
that it is the king, but
I think they both had lovers, but that's,
people of the Fae are very frequently taken
Swinging?
yes, taken with those from other realms.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yes, there's a rather common thing for the Fae.
Hope
being-
again.
The Fae seem like happening people.
Yeah, we gotta get there. It's really wild. The Fae.
Yes.
Well, hold on. You know music now. Where did you learn music from?
I used to play music before. I just didn't do much of it here.
What
little
what
bit.
music did you play?
Play a little tune,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Is that a song of the Fae court?
What tune?
Like a little guitar solo.
Yeah. Like I forget what instrument are you playing?
Stairway
Are
to
you
Heaven.
banging on pots and pans?
Pan
Like-
flute?
I have a pan flute. I can't remember if the song of if the instrument of illusions was a pan flute.
It was a pipe. Like
It's a lead pipe.
You're gonna be seeing some shit.
It's the pipe of illusions.
It's one of those ones you gotta like, swing around.
Yeah, you see that?
Who the fuck's that guy?
Whoa!
I think it was a pan flute. But yeah,
Yeah.
pan flute.
Is that a song of the Fae court?
Yes.
I've heard very little music from the Feywild itself. I was only so lucky to, like I said, meet a few people, so I've not heard much.
You got an authentic one here.
That is quite exciting.
Do you have a favorite song you could play? Perhaps you could sing a story.
Yeah, I'll play like a dancing song.
Sure.
I guess it is an anti-dancing song. Actually, never mind.
Yeah, as you start to play, she runs over and grabs a harp from the wall and pulls it off and sits and begins to play with you. It doesn't seem like she necessarily knows the song, just that she is talented enough to play alongside you.
That's you said you learn these songs from people you met from the Feywild?
Only a handful of people, not too many, unfortunately, crossed my path.
Was it recent?
No, a very long time ago,
Okay.
before I was turned.
Black Flowers have a helicopter.
Yes.
Get down!
Been waiting for this.
Get
to the chopper!
They're trying to break the magic. You've heard talk of the canopy and the reflection. Go, 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 go. Just a fucking Browning machine gun. Was there a dance that you did to this dancing music?
I didn't really do much dancing, but the members of the court would.
Would you play music for the members of the court?
No, I was
In the room. Under the bed.
well just about tidying things.
The room. I thought you were only in like one room.
I would go with. I would go.
Around the one room.
Turn to Marcus and quietly say, "I'm not supposed to tell anyone."
About the room?
I guess I should probably the microphone.
About the room?
About working for Master Oberon.
Well,
I mean, he's the king, so
yeah.
I guess. But
She already knows of him.
well, everyone knows of him.
But like really intimately, much more than most of the people that we've spoken to previously. She might be the best lead that we've got.
She's never been there. I don't.
But she's heard songs. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know of any ancient Fey artifacts that might have been sung about in song?
The only one I know about is Titania's mirror.
Well,
So
gonna like gently nudge Daniel in almost like an older brother way of like, told you.
She would say that earlier.
See? Well, we need that. What was the song about? What did it say?
just
It's here, in the corner, right beneath the shelf.
Go
that
to sleep.
has a bear. Find the bear. Find the mirror.
Go to sleep. I'm still cookie.
It's all one tune at the very
Yeah,
bottom,
yeah.
I'm certain.
no, it mentioned the song was about what the mirror looked like, and
What did it look like?
it was a wooden and brass mirror with silver accents.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Oval?
oval. The mirror itself was said to be like water or like the morning dew.
Oh.
Yes, the reflection of the mirror.
Morning
Like
do what?
moved, like it wasn't glass, like it was water held within the framing of the mirrors.
Wait, I'm confused. Morning do what?
Well, famously wood.
Morning do be very sad when someone dies.
Oh.
You gotta go back to the morning. Oh, you're on the morning playlist.
Yeah.
I have no questions.
Okay.
Only answers.
I have 3 riddles.
Where did you hear about?
That's a great
Yeah.
question.
I think just on the road.
From the road man?
No, not from. There were just. I mean, stories would just come up from people talking about it. Various. As a bard, it is my job to listen to what people say, and
As the resident inquisitor of the group.
yes,
I don't like that word.
Well, I have to inquire about things. I'm an inquisitive man. Marcus Inquisitive Shaw the Fourth.
yes,
How long ago were you turned into a vampire?
about 100 years ago.
In Larina. Okay. 100 years?
Yes.
Where typically were you walking and performing your songs? Were you in a kingdom or did you venture across the lands?
I traveled across the lands, traditionally on the other side of the Mistlands.
Which other side? Because we're on
Sorry,
the middle.
good point. Not in Fjordan and Arbor, traditionally on the other side. I know that's where you were coming from.
Oh, good. All right.
Yes.
I was getting worried that you knew too much.
No,
Nope, I know the perfect amount.
Yeah. The other side of where you guys are from.
I know the perfect amount for you to trust me. I
No,
mean,
Dalvor told me after he spoke with Yak about where
Sure,
you
sure,
were
sure,
coming from. He did outside.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
you guys
they
were
I was like, what did he
they
fucking
briefly-
call him?
Hello.
Yeah, this bucket. Talk to Dalvor.
Use the bat phone. What do you mean?
So you predominantly ventured around the western side of the continent.
Yes.
Otisolor, Yathalna, anywhere else?
Yes, into the other kingdoms. I stayed away from the 2 warring tiefling kingdoms.
Okay. Did you go to God's Door or whatever that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I've been to God's Door. I've been to Olganthu. I played. I learned from some of the
Goliaths?
giants, Goliaths, from the orcs. I traveled around and tried to collect as much and as many stories as I could.
Okay.
Which giants?
Hopefully the good ones. See, I gotta pull up my world map. World info. Damn it. I only have the Fjordane one. There it is.
I played with the Volcari tribe. In Algonquin.
Again.
Was that pie?
Came out of my nose.
Oh,
The pie?
Yeah.
I thought of like apple slices. Like a cherry. Oh, that's also very unpleasant.
A whole apple slice.
The thought, though, of you having tied the cherry knot with your tongue and then it's just echoing afterwards. I'm very sorry.
Do you want to see party trick?
I am an abomination. God has cursed me.
This is my power.
Would you have heard any stories of, let me think, tall tales, stories and things? We had story of Dark Flame. We had stories of, Lord, what were they? If only I had it written down somewhere in a page that's titled.
Also, we're that's what I was like estimating. We're at roughly 11, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because here, starting going northwest.
Mhm.
Okay.
There's the one about the wolf guy.
Ronan?
Yes,
Yeah.
Ronan Wolfkin.
I know
That
that
was a
story.
good story.
Hey.
And then there was one about like Frosty Lady, the hag. What they call her? The Cold Prophet.
Yes, I know of her also.
So you say that Fey magic comes from Ron. Is Ron responsible for hags and hag magic?
Sorry, say that again?
If Ron is responsible for Fey magic, is he responsible for hag magic and hag things?
I don't think so.
I think that's a different court.
Yes, I don't know much about
Hag court?
hag law.
You gotta go to hag court.
Go to hag court.
I know a guy.
I can't say that I know much about hags in particular. I know that they're not to be trusted, but I've not dealt with many myself. And from your question earlier, the other thing that you would know was in the Mistlands before would have been the Xanthinus
Yeah,
itself.
that was where I was trying to
absolutely.
approximate
Yeah.
us for location.
Yep.
Was like, my father did teach me a lot about significant elements of world history, and like, obviously the burning of notably a major city.
Yep.
I was just trying to approximate, like, are we substantially further north than that, or were we going west enough that, like, I could have believed we would have been at maybe, like, the northern crest at the edges of Xanthinus.
Yep.
But if we're going too far north, then presumably no. Okay.
Yeah, I would say that you're like center
Close.
point
Of
where you are presumably the center point of the Mistlands top to bottom.
yes, and therefore too far north for Xanthinus.
No.
Correct? Oh.
Xanthinus was
in
dead
the
center.
heart of.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So then we would be
Presumably
Gotcha.
in
okay.
it. Yeah.
So then I have to kill these people. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I can't say that I know much about hags. I have only heard that Braun is responsible for a lot of the magics in the Feywild, as its king. Second to Titania, of course.
What do you know of? You said you heard of Cold Prophet.
Yes.
Then do you know what happened then?
Yeah, who the fuck is that?
It's Helena.
Oh, no, I know. I'm asking her who the fuck she is because she's an enormous problem in our eyes.
The only thing I know about the Cold Prophet is that she, as you said, was a hag that lived in the mountains over by Olganthru, by that kingdom, and terrorized its residents. Lived in the cave of a dragon, allegedly.
With the dragon, or?
Yes.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you know what came of the people who would have told you this story in the mountains?
I haven't seen them in a very long time. Would have been 150 years ago.
Well, don't go looking for them because you won't find them.
You know them?
I am them.
Oh. And did they move, or?
They moved on.
I'm very sorry for your loss.
Well, it's a loss for me, a loss for the world, but a great gaining to the All-Father. So you do well to keep those stories alive.
Of course. I still play from time to time, and I do my best to keep the spirits of those that I sing about alive in my songs.
Thank you.
Of course.
Do you know the song for, what was it? There was Wolfman called Prophet and, Dark Flame.
Yeah, and you say Dark Flame again, and she and Dalvor just kind of look at each other. The Dark Flame.
Yes,
It is a name.
Ethmil something? Old story.
Yes, that is allegedly the origins of the man Lucius.
What do you mean the origins of him? Like his mother and father
No, his
touching and kissing?
becoming
Dating.
a lich.
Oh, well, that's substantially less sexual in nature. Unless, I guess actually I can't presume that. I don't know what it takes to become a lich.
The origins of him becoming a plant?
A lich.
Plant.
An undying man. If he is killed, his soul is transported back somewhere to like a box where he will be reborn.
Soul box.
Soul
Yes.
box. I just don't understand how man turned into leafy greens stuck to trees, right?
Like a moss.
Yeah,
I
lich.
I have not seen him. I do not believe he was described as a moss, but I cannot say for certain.
Mr. Pigeon.
I cannot say for certain that he is not a moss man.
So what
It's the Moss Man about
what is the song for his origins? How did that go? What does it
Moss Boy.
say? What is it? Me?
Moss Boss.
Like, hey, I stabbed 3 men and drank their blood and danced around and now I'm lich.
Is that how you...
It's me, a plant.
Again,
Cookie.
just spitting out ideas here.
The song itself speaks of something of his that was lost. It talks about a legacy that was destroyed. It talks about his performing this great sacrifice in order to become a lich himself, so that way his legacy could continue on. Things of that nature. It mentions the Underdark and a great keep within.
Is this where Order of Broken Faith stays? Dark only?
I think they are everywhere. I am not certain if there is a headquarters, so to speak. I think they spread themselves out as to not have one point of failure.
But spies were thing?
Yes, it is, I think, why they have such a diverse profile of other crime organizations under them. They spread out and weave through all of the kingdoms with different names, different people running each one independently, so that it is very difficult to remove the head from the snake, as it were.
Do you keep tabs on since you've left?
No, we have
Counter espionage? That's a big word for Elmo.
we have very limited information. I only know what people that have escaped from there have told me as they have found their way here. But I stay here and try to find a cure for this ailment and just take care of the people here that I can. I fear if I put my extend my reach too far outside of Duskbrook that I will be noticed and they will come for me. I have evaded their detection for this long. I worry about, as you said, there are spies everywhere. It would be very easy. It is also why I disguise myself.
You disguise yourself?
Yes.
And he just kind of lifts the necklace out from under her shirt, and you can see that there is from this gold chain, there is a glowing orb filled with shimmering smoke, similar to what you had seen in Jondar's house, that kind of twists itself around itself.
Is it similar to the necklace that fucking dude was wearing at the blacksmith in town?
Similar-ish, yeah. A little different. This one looks to be more permanent than his was, but
Got it.
But
okay.
yeah,
I was about to say, I think we're getting spied on.
That lets you stay hidden?
yes. It blocks detection. It blocks scrying. People cannot scry on me. They cannot see my true form. I, like my wife, am a drow. So I disguise myself as an elf. Because if I disguised myself as something less similar to myself, it would be more obvious.
Understood. Do you deal in information here as the leader for community?
We are always happy to keep records of what information we do have, but as I said, we do not send people out to look for it. The people here just want to live simple lives. Peaceful, yes. They do not often wish to speak of or think of their former lives. It is not a rule so much that people cannot talk about the past, but it is the preference of most people to keep it to themselves once they have met with us.
But they're safe here.
Yes.
What is point of ignoring past if not what make you here now?
I think the people just wish that their lives may have started this way. But this existence is a difficult one, having to find ways to survive. There are things that people cannot control. We cannot go out in the sun, most of us. There are vampires that are here as well that are looking to cure even that aspect of being a vampiric being from themselves. But people are limited. They fear if they leave that they will lose control if they are not found by the people that might be looking for them. Not everyone is hiding from someone. Some people are just hiding from their affliction.
Is everyone here a vampire?
Not everyone. No, there are others that are just hiding from someone, from something, that are not vampires. A great many of us are, but there are a small number of non-vampires. People of sort of high-risk placements, people from Evelyn that
could not really afford to safely walk outside of this area. That the only place that they could be safe is somewhere that technically does not exist.
Certainly.
Do you have any record of anyone escaping a man named Fivril recently here?
Recently, no,
Most
but
recent?
there are people that have escaped from his grasp, yes.
Somewhere in Alglantu?
Who are you trying to pinpoint?
Just trying to see if there's anybody in town that's like
Gotcha.
escaped from Fivril from that area.
Gotcha.
Someone would have some information on his compound is really what I'm looking
Sure,
for.
absolutely. Yes, there is a man named townsfolk. Hold on.
Tom Poster.
Tommy Poster.
Bombo Billbeard. Bombadil. Tim Bombadil.
Yes, there is a Goliath man named Thelrus that escaped more recently.
Is he
No, he is not.
She would also see too, or he would also see as I do that I have like fucking silvered
Yeah.
fangs,
Mustache.
giant mustache, silvered fangs.
I can send for him if you would like to speak with him.
That would be wonderful. The more information we can get, hopefully within a couple days, Fivril will be dead.
Yeah.
Yes, Yak mentioned that you are planning on removing the scourge of the black flowers. Is
Oh, yeah,
how
we're
he-
going to
Most
kill
of the way done, actually.
Uh-huh.
We did start already.
Lady Erin,
And Coram.
Gorm,
Coram's dead.
Vol,
Uh-huh.
I think, right? We killed Vol, the bodyguard.
bodyguard guy, yeah.
Vol.
These are all very good things.
Uh-huh.
They are terrible people, and they are a branch of this Order of Broken Faith.
Uh-huh.
They work directly with them, one of the higher up organizations.
On behalf of the Order of Broken Faith.
Yes.
Yes.
So they still answer to them?
I think it is more of an agreement, but they do their own thing, but work occasionally towards a common goal. Everyone pays tribute back to the main branch.
Lucius.
Yes.
Well, with type of system like that, you start removing level and branches from tree. Tree will get angry and try to grow back.
Yes.
But trees are soft when they're growing.
Yes,
We could
removing
break their broken faith.
the black flowers will,
I like it.
at the very least, temporarily disrupt any plans that they might have with them in particular, as well as whatever the black flowers have going on for their own means. But I assure you, they will at some point be replaced.
Yes, but in the meantime, it creates power back room.
Indeed.
Yes.
We
Yes,
also did hear spooky voice when we killed the two black flowers inside the
Oh, yeah, that's true.
thing.
We did. I wasn't sure if it was just yelling at me.
I think it was yelling at all of us because that
I
thing.
I thought I broke something and it was yelling and like, why'd you kill that lady?
I like that thing. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
And then they
No.
called me like a borscht or something. I don't remember. It was like observe. No.
Bartered?
Yes.
I think you were bartered. Yeah.
Bartered. It was cormorant.
Nope.
Sentient.
Nope.
Cavalier.
Yep. That was right.
And cost.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it is, so I have no
Lost.
idea.
Silent. Traveler.
bartered orphan. Because, yeah, they did also talk in that specific thing about, we have broken faith and stuff like that, and blah, 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 many spooky things. And, you know, you gotta kill her.
Mm.
And then they said a bunch of like, knock to your
Your blood.
My,
You're the lost, right?
I don't think. I don't know really
Either
where
way.
we are.
I don't think I'm lost, but I don't know where we are.
I mean,
You're lost, kind of.
Yak took us here. So,
I mean, like in a general sense, or like...
I mean, I've been walking around for a while. No one's given me a
No,
map
I mean, you can't
yet,
get back to your
so-
home.
yeah, I was gonna.
You're lost from the Feywild.
Well, that was on purpose.
You're still lost, though. Can you get back?
If I ask, maybe.
Oh.
But are you allowed
You
to go
want to
back
go?
if you're marked by death?
I can't go back yet. I haven't.
Found the mirror.
Yeah.
We already
I
told them
mean,
about
no,
finding the mirror. They already know
the-
we're
I-
looking for the mirror.
the
Mirror.
no, the
More rear.
the
Rummer.
sure.
All right.
Yep.
We're looking for the mirror.
You are looking for
We're looking for Titania's.
Titania's mirror.
She's been trying to keep it a secret this whole time and told me within maybe 30 seconds.
Okay.
And then
Such confidence.
effectively everyone else that we've actually accumulated into our group, she's
It
she showed them the
it
crayon
was
drawing
roughly
of
day
them.
and a half. I said I followed you guys for a long time, and you were like, "Hey, but my mirror."
Uh-huh. See? Yeah.
It's not my mirror.
Yeah,
It's, no,
Titania's.
it's mine. I lost it.
No, it's Titania's.
I lost the mirror.
No, Oberon lost the mirror.
Dandelion's just sinking.
Listen, the
I'm
mirror's
confused.
lost.
Whose mirror is it?
We're trying to find the mirror.
Do
We
you
know a
know?
lot about it.
She'll just peek up. You don't know where the mirror is, do you?
Right over here.
Fuck!
No,
Since you asked
but
nicely.
a relic of that power would be something that the Order of Broken Faith would be looking for by way of the Iron Crown.
Yeah, the Guild of Olden Days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, they're. You've been looking for them.
Yeah.
Do you also know of the Jade Serpents?
Yes, Helena's group. Yes, we work with them to.
Helena's group?
Sorry,
Evelyn.
Evelyn.
So-
I was gonna be like,
Helen-
I thought
the
I was
bad
going to
lady.
catch him on technicality, and he's going to be like, "I'm actually a bad vampire."
Yeah.
No, sorry. Evelyn's group. Many of her people have come here.
Good. It's just test. I was.
Yes.
curious.
If a relic of that value, depending on whether or not it has been noticed to be that particular relic, may be with the Iron Crown. It may have already made its way to the Guild of Olden Days, or Lucius himself may already have it.
Plant Man
That's-
has the mirror.
That's bad.
But that is why they, the Iron Crown, accumulate so many things.
Certainly.
So that way they can go through and figure out what is worthwhile to keep.
Yes.
I am not sure what their ultimate goal is with all of these relics, but they are collecting a great many of them. It cannot be a good thing.
Do you
No.
know of any other relics they may definitely have?
I
Anything that
cannot
was
say.
talked about?
Nothing comes to mind. Most of the people that have come here are lower down in the ranking of other organizations. They do not have a lot of information about the deep inner workings of the higher ups or what is going on. Very few people escape successfully from them.
I'm gonna pull out my my crayon drawing of the
Not mirror.
the man with the red hair,
The thief?
the thief.
Mm.
And just push it across the table. Have you seen
Picks
anyone
it up
who
and
looks
looks
like
at it.
this?
My brother.
Whoa, my son.
Smell for.
I believe that is Maxwell, Lucius's son.
You got that from that crayon drawing?
It's like that news report one with the.
Have you seen this leprechaun?
Uh,
Look up in the tree.
I mean, to be fair, it's got some unique details.
yes,
Yeah,
despite
no,
the
absolutely.
despite
Crayon.
the crayon and basic aspects of the drawing, there are some very distinct features.
Say like Maxwell in the hood.
Yeah.
It's got that coffee.
Yeah.
There's a
For
big
Maxwell.
there's a big blurb coming out of his mouth that says, "I'm Maxwell."
Why did we look at the writing? We were only ever looking at the crayon drawing.
No, the symbol on his jacket coupled with the red hair. He worked with two different organizations, with the Ashen Shadow, as well as the Guild of Olden Deus.
Ashen Shadow sounds new.
They are responsible for many of the militaristic conquests. They work with the Kingmaker. But that is Lucius's son. If he is the one that has the mirror, then Lucius almost certainly has it already.
Okay.
Does plants have sons? Or did he have son before turning into plant?
Well, if he looks like a human like that, probably sun before plant.
Okay.
Otherwise, I think his sun would look a little bit more plantly.
Which is funny because plants need the sun.
Exactly.
Perhaps he needed this sun.
I'm confusing myself.
I don't
Sun
think
needs
Take another
plant.
handful of pie and just
It's all in the mustache.
just mash it in the mustard.
Do you know
was
anything
there
of
pie
like?
on the table?
Cookie Gaddis pie.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Do you know anything of what or who Lucius was in life through any of these songs? Like where he was from, what this legacy's, rambling on about in terms of the music.
It was like, never made it as wise man.
From what I have read in the precious few books that we have found on the grounds where we built some sort of... He made some sort of army that was...
You made an army?
Yes, but it was destroyed. An army of...
Undead? We saw Jandar making an army of undead.
no, like draconic beings.
Dragons?
Yes, but similar, I think, to dragonborn people.
Dragon.
Yes.
So like Artemis?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe that is where the name Ashen Shadow comes from.
He made them?
Yes.
Why?
To take part in the Great War that swept across the land.
Do they say at all in the songs what Lucius looks like? Was he an elf? Was he a human man? Was he himself a dragonborn?
I
This is
think
his-
he was once a human man.
If this is his son, then maybe he looks kind of like him.
Perhaps, but it could also look like the mother.
You know who the mother is?
No, unfortunately. I know very little of him and have never seen him, but
No description of him at all in his songs.
know very little of him.
no.
But I know
He,
some of
I
it.
think,
You
was
don't
And
have
what
to
they
wear
put
that.
together.
You can let down your beautiful red hair.
I think he was once a human before he changed, but
This cloaking thing that he has on his
Mhm.
on his necklace doesn't look like a phylactery, does it?
no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It looks similar
Yeah,
to.
it's not giving off evil vibes.
No.
Was I right from the get go?
No. It looks similar to the one that Yak's cousin was wearing. Just more.
Just better.
Just better. Yeah, not as
Okay.
rudimentary.
Yak's cousin wasn't also a lich?
No,
The
no.
same lich? Just hiding in plain sight? Gathering information from the beginning?
But yes, this army was destroyed, and his legacy was lost.
What?
What does Titania look like?
Oh, she's beautiful.
Thanks.
She's I mean, she's really big, like Oberon and everyone else.
Okay.
And Gears just...
And
Face wise. Does she have eyes?
yeah, she definitely has eyes.
What color are they?
Do you have a description?
Yeah, I would say that she had like lavender eyes, silver hair. Almost.
Lavender eyes, silver.
Yeah,
eyes,
almost silver
hair,
to the point of almost like starlight.
big.
Like immensely beautiful.
That's a valid reaction. What does she look like? So beautiful.
Okay.
She's seeing anyone?
Oberon, I think, and also probably some other people.
So I have a chance.
Yeah. We both have a chance. If this campaign doesn't end in a Feywild orgy, what was the point? Why were we here? We found the kings, we fucked the queens, we did the game. We could also fuck the kings.
in
all
the
right?
in the church that moved of all things.
Exactly.
Fucked
Right?
by the queen.
Yeah, right. Oh, God. All right. All right.
Put that on a t-shirt. We're on it, Claudio.
We found the kings, we fucked the queens. I think I have. Oh. Well. We'll be alright. Sorry, did she answer the question I asked about, like, either of them when I asked, like, if Lucius was famously from anywhere? Like, it might even be a kingdom name that we don't even know.
Sure.
Like,
He.
Bumbleland.
No, it's one of the two. I just have
Secondes.
to look
For
up.
Otis Olor or Yathalna.
The kingdom of Secondes.
No, because he was a human. It's either Arbor or Fjordan. I just don't remember which.
He was
switched.
one of my people.
Yeah.
This bastard. I hate him even more now. Building the, like, cactus from Mario World. Whatever the hell those are called. The 3 tall cacti guy. Spooky things.
Ones that just
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah. Chinese or something.
I think they honestly are maybe Spinies. I think they are.
Fjordan.
Jordan?
Yep.
Bitch! Was he like ever Papa talk about this man?
I would say that a lot of the older history of what the kingdoms were at the time would have been lost.
Okay.
Just because of the trading of lands and the wars between all of the kingdoms. Very, very little.
From Fjordan originally.
That's it.
We can
that's
go
the game.
home
We
now.
can go home now.
I've done it.
They were lost.
Yep. We did. The Lost Kings. We did it.
You said the thing.
I did say the thing.
Okay.
The two kingdoms did not agree, despite all of the races allegedly kind of separating and fighting their own wars because all of the kingdoms were separated at that time. The two human kingdoms did not see eye to eye on military strategy.
Uh-huh.
How long ago would this have been?
Several thousand years.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yes, we only have fragments of what books were found buried beneath this house and within the walls. Pieces of books, nothing whole. All of it burned. I would say the thing that you would know from your father is the fact that the two kingdoms themselves, which obviously still were at odds between Fjordane and Arbor, you would not have heard of this man in particular, but just that the two kingdoms were at odds, would have disagreed on military strategy,
Yeah.
and obviously that they both went to war against each other.
Yeah, no.
That stuff you-
That's
yeah.
not what I'm pondering. I'm
Yeah.
pondering other stuff.
No,
sorry.
gotcha. I was just trying to think of like.
No, you're good. Because I, even just like in that quick, looking back through like on the king stuff, like I remember all that stuff about like the Great War and, you know, the several kings between Fjordane and Arbor and like the schism because it was the two brothers. Like,
Yep.
That's where I was also thinking of the like, we don't have a last name for Lucius. I was seeing where if I could fit him anywhere into bloodlines of kings because they've got different names, but like different family names. So
Yeah.
like with an individual that I don't have a family name for, like obviously that's going to be impossible. And like there's not notable, from what I can recall, hereditary like royal defining features within the lineages between
No.
like
It's not like they all have
Yeah.
red
Yeah.
flaming
exactly.
hair.
These aren't like, hey, these are the Irish kings where we're dealing with a bunch of fucking redheads. Like,
Yeah.
we're not dealing with famously like Game of Thrones where it's like, oh, where's the blonde-haired kid? Like, where's the weird-looking fucker that does not look like a Baratheon babe?
Sure. Yeah, so you would kind of ponder last name and
Yeah.
start talking about like kings and family names.
Yeah.
His last name is Galadrim
Oh, all right.
Lucius. Galadrim. Not one of the line of the king's
Yeah.
families.
Have we heard that name before?
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's literally Lord of the Rings.
Galadriel
Well, yeah, I
is.
know. Go.
Yeah, but the Galadrim are the elves of that
Oh,
place.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, again, just so this way we can be like, yeah, we know that word specifically, we
Gotcha.
as human beings. I don't know whether or not we've heard that in campaign. I don't think so.
No. I wouldn't have said it for sure
Okay.
until now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The only thing that I will say that you would know about that name is in Ren's belongings that were left behind.
When he got ported away.
When he got ported away, he had all the books from the library.
Yeah.
He would have had a book in his bag that is the Theory of Draconic Beings, the name being Lucius Galadrim as the author.
Oh, okay.
And we have that.
You have that book.
Yeah, you also have Vampires, Werewolves, and All Other Curses by Leonidas Lucifine
Yeah.
and a handful of other ones.
That's also an
Silver,
evil
Gold,
name.
and Other Metals, Silver, Gold, and Other Dragonborn Love.
I'm gonna pull out all of the books and just dump
Yeah.
them on the table.
Does this say the lusty barbarian?
Yeah.
I did forget
fine.
about A Song of Storms by Perry Moppins. Forgot about that one. Classic. But yes, so that book was described as a very, very old book with gilded corners, slightly frayed pages. And at the time, it was tucked behind another
I
book.
flipped right to it. King Drownblow the Third.
Oh my god!
Fucking damn it!
What are the chances?
I flipped through so many pages before. Fuck.
Fucking
But-
G-Lo, man.
That's the thing, just because it's been forever since we've talked about Rin's belongings. That was one of the books.
Who's Ren?
Young master.
Not ringing any bells.
Yeah, I'm gonna dump.
Oh, and my full name, Martha Arcus Reginald Chad Ulysses Shaw. So,
Say
Martha.
Martha Arcus.
Martha Arcus. He shortens it to motherfucker.
Martha. Martha.
And I'll point at the one book.
Yeah, and he picks it up. And yes, that is his name. Very curious. We have never seen a book written by him.
It was we found it in
Graymore.
Greymore.
What's Lucian's last name? Did you say it was on the book?
Lucius Galadrim. Galadrim.
That's luscious. Nope, that's the wrong.
Perry
wrong thing
Muppets.
there.
Very often, yeah.
Taltheo Kalanarma. Study of enchanted mirrors. Silver, gold, and other metals. Cragrock, Hammersmith. Draconic colorings on their property. Solomon Dade. Cyric Air. So I have a bunch of other people's names. Bastards.
Said Galadrius.
Galadrim.
Galadrim.
That'll make sense. I think.
I'm gonna open the book and see if there's any author's notes.
Hey, I'm a lich.
To Rin, my biggest fan. It was wonderful meeting you and sharing all of my secrets.
Right? Thank you for selling your friends out to me for literally 8 copper pieces.
Yeah. It would, for the author's notes,
Like the bio on the back.
Yeah.
It's got a little,
There's a
Little drawing
it's
in
a
there,
cute little
smiling.
cute little headshot.
it's got a phylactery in his hands.
I would say the only thing that would be
Soul
written
box.
is the term that you had heard in the old speak that meant never be forgotten, never die.
Numquam Mori?
Yep,
Okay.
that would be written in the back, nothing else. It would just be his name and that. No picture.
I was gonna say, damn, no cute little picture of like a mummy man or something.
No, I would say at that time, yeah, there would be a picture.
Yeah, I mean, if Xanthanus was famous for authors and shit,
Sure.
like,
Yeah,
don't think
I
it
would
be
say.
absurd for there to be like an oil or like watercolor.
Sure. I would say that you
It doesn't need to be
would
a portrait.
see a picture of a.
Crayon
It was you! It's a crayon drawing of a man with red hair.
Because that is a very good question.
I thought of it being framed out where it's Dandelion doing the thing on the crayon drawing.
It's the picture
on the back
of
the-
Mickey painting.
Exactly.
the
That's
wall.
what I mean. Like, that'd be fucking hysterical.
Yeah, I would say that you would see a middle-aged human man at the time this book was written. Fiery red hair with streaks of gray. He looks to be about not middle-aged. He would have been
facial features and everything else he'd be like mid-30s, but he would have grays in his hair and look like
Beyond his years.
Yeah.
beyond
haggard
his years, like a little bit tired. Not like a lich at this point.
No, like
but,
run down.
But run down, yes. Drained. Run down is
Like
a good
bags under his
word.
eyes.
Bags under his eyes.
Gone.
A set of round spectacles sitting on his face,
can
wearing
blind
a blue, like scholarly wizardly robe,
Blue robes.
and holding his in his hand in this picture would have been that book, new at the time.
New books now.
Got glasses.
So a youngish man, but tired
Yeah.
beyond his years at that point.
Any facial hair? Any defining scars? Things like that? Eye color?
Yeah, green eyes.
Green papers.
Green eyes. He would have a mildly unkempt, like red beard.
Red beard.
You said he was from Fjordain?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if
Alistair Plimfair.
I wonder if he was related to him.
Because of his hair color?
Well, he also looked remarkably like.
Yeah, you did mistake him for the man initially.
We haven't met many other people with that hair color. And he looks. Does he look at all like the man in the portrait?
Not really.
Oh.
I mean, but again, you're talking this book would be thousands of years old, so you'd be going through multiple family lineages.
Well, I mean, if he is undying,
Guy
Yeah, but
fucks.
people. I think.
yeah, that's what I'm getting at. A couple thousand years is a lot of time. I get bored.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Hey, maybe ever been
I
with a
don't
lich?
know what that does for us.
Nothing.
All
I think nothing.
Can't spell phylacteria without phallus.
right. I mean, he technically owes us a favor, but it's not like we're turning around to go call up Alistair.
No. I thought it was him at first, but his eyes are different.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Could you try bucket screaming at him again?
We
that
never
doesn't-
bucket screamed at Alistair.
No,
No. But the act of bucket screaming.
I don't think that's how that
I
works.
have a great connection with my dog.
Yeah, he does.
That dog I had for roughly a 10-day.
Yep.
That dog I trained, though,
You
to
did train.
respond to my signal whistle. Don,
The dog will know when the time is
I
right.
shall pull out my signal whistle and climb to the spire at the height of the banner.
Okay. 6
Werewolf.
years
I
later.
was gonna say just all of the werewolves start screaming.
Lassie, is that you?
You summon all of the werewolves.
We need another level, all right? We get feats at 8. Like, it's further to farm some werewolves before we go on the next leg of our journey.
Oh no, there's wave after wave of squishy werewolf.
Right? Shucks.
We have a defensible position in a fortified house on a hill.
Right?
I'm with it.
I'm sure you don't hope, like, awkwardly open up a small door in your protective sphere for us to skewer some werewolves on for a few days. I named my dog. I don't remember.
Dog name.
Oh, there's my Plimfair notes. They only bought part of the forest. They've got axe throwing.
It was Marcus has a puppy, Bernie's mountain dog.
Marcus has a puppy. 2 pages later, Marcus no longer has a puppy.
Did we name the puppy?
I do also have Clock Moon, question mark, Nightbird, question mark, written.
Fog.
I think Dandelion named the puppy.
Perhaps. That sounds about right. Bear!
Dog.
Burmese mountain dog.
Dog
Half
named
elf
Bear.
man. Felix the Green, the woodcutter.
That's right. I did name him that. I forgot.
Puppy. Yep, I just was right. Puppy.
Well, it was a puppy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, you can name a dog
After
whatever you want. You're gonna call him
Mayarna,
something else.
Mayana, replica, artisan, enchanter, resplendent replicas, and then I just wrote puppy.
Yep.
I missed that dog. Wait a minute. This man weirdly matches the description you just gave us. Oh, except for the brown cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Hey, that'd be a great way to hide a mane
Is
of
that,
red hair.
The where Von tracks. Nah, he has dirty blonde hair actually, but he has green eyes.
Maybe he's also related.
Perhaps.
Maybe they're all related.
All
They
green.
got green eyes. They're a lich.
Does the drawing man have green eyes?
Yes.
Red hair, green eyes.
Mhm.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, it was like red hair, green eyes, pale skin, and then the clothing was the most
Distinct.
distinct feature.
Yeah,
Like the
okay.
clothing and the necklace that he
The
wore.
like onk looking
Yeah.
thing with the gem.
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like it's a crayon drawing.
Yeah.
There are details in it that do.
For sure. Again, me no draw.
Yeah.
Me would have drawn stick figures.
Take stick figures. Like up
Eh,
step.
impossible to know. Do you know how to kill liches?
You would need to destroy their phylactery.
Destroy his box, like you said.
Yes.
Pixel Blaze, thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Okay. Do we break that? And then he just dies?
I think he would need to be killed after that.
Alright. Break box, kill man.
Yes.
2-step problem.
Sounds easy.
Kind of like a hermit crab.
Exactly like a hermit.
A hermit crab.
Hermit's plant.
I've only heard of hermits and crabs. Never crossbred the two
It's
together.
A crab that
That
lives
lives alone?
kind of in a shell.
All
In a
crabs
shack.
live in
Um,
shells.
And if
Alone in the woods.
yeah, the ones where I'm from, if you poke them, they disappear, and they reappear somewhere else in the shell.
What a fantastical world you've lived in.
Mhm.
I knew only savanna lions and large flares of wheat.
If you find the shell,
Well, wheat has a
you
shell.
control the crab.
Harvested for the delicious grains. I'm gonna nod off while thinking about delicious wheat grain.
There's bread right there.
Oh, you're right. What a glorious day. I'm just gonna start housing a loaf of bread.
Yeah. You all seem quite tired.
We fought 3 werewolves pretty recently.
Yak's just.
And they
Oh yeah, he is out.
they did not want
My
any,
axe.
did not want any scones.
I cannot say that I am aware that werewolves are commonly known for feasting on scones.
Did you ever give one a scone?
No.
Well, she didn't. It didn't work.
It didn't work.
They don't seem to want to feast on scones, no, but we never asked if they wanted to snack on scones. It's
I will
different when you're hungry.
make sure that I remember that if I do.
Yeah, include
come
that in
across
any of
one.
your stories for people that are looking for methods of killing or not killing werewolves. That scones are definitely on the not.
I
Well,
will
I think
certainly
they're
do so.
probably more on the killing side because the werewolves are dead.
Yes.
I don't think the scones.
What if
had
you
anything to do
silvered
with
the
Well, if
scone and hit a werewolf with it?
Maybe if I threw the right thing, they would have accepted it, and we wouldn't have had to fight them. Scones, not the right thing. Could have been
muffin?
maybe a muffin, maybe
Muffin but trouble.
That our new name?
Hmm? No, I'm very tired.
Could have been truffles.
Truffle but
Truffle
muffin.
If I were to sing a song about all of you, what would it be about? Obviously, much of what you are doing is very secretive, but surely there are things that I would like to remember all of you and keep your story alive.
Well,
Well, if you sing song about the pigeon, I give you a great line that goes, Mr. Pigeon says,
well, that was his motto.
I did notice the two of your friends are quite quiet.
They're taking in all the surroundings at all time, making sure we're safe.
Understood.
They're the two vigilant ones, while we're the rapscallion fuck-arounds.
did
Understood.
he say we're onions?
I think
Yes.
so, yeah.
Okay.
But if there's
Yes, rat onions.
one thing to sing about for each of you, what do you think it would be?
Perhaps for Dandelion that she has the strength and courage of a giant, even if not the stature of one.
I don't know if that's
Gonna look visibly offended.
And for Engir, the strength and courage of a giant,
Even though he does
even though he has the stature.
Even though I have the stature.
Okay.
And for Mr. Pigeon, I would say
Strength and courage.
the strength and courage of most of a giant,
Okay.
and the stature of most of one. For Twig, the stature and courage of two giants, and the stature of roughly 8/10 of a giant.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Okay.
And for Marcus,
Strength and
the
courage.
strength and courage of a giant,
Okay.
and the cock of two. I just like cockatoos.
Okay. Of a giant and a cockatoo. Okay.
Yes.
The strength and courage of a giant and a cockatoo.
And a cockatoo.
I spelled it cock and then the number 2.
That'll be great to sing.
Yes, really good. Thank you.
It sounds like a terrible song, is it right?
Oh, wait, this was for a song?
Yes.
Well, then it's got a rhyme.
Well, I will do the rhyming. This is
No,
just.
no. That's far too much work for you. What rhymes with stature?
What rhymes with cock?
Oh, lots of things.
Rock.
Yeah. See?
Oh.
Sock. Glock.
The strength and courage of
Of
a
a
Glock. Maybe we get back to you on that.
Oh, I think of our more serious exploits. Perhaps you could write of Dandelion's endless ambition and her quest for family and friends. Also, something about the stature of a giant.
Whoever came up with that's really good.
Yeah,
really stand
whoever
by
made
it.
up that part of it specifically, genius.
Okay.
Engir,
Mm-hmm.
the heart of a noble in the demeanor of a hunter. All of the good of both, yet neither of the flaw.
Did he say a demon of a hunter?
Demeanor.
Dementor.
Okay.
For Twig, the love and loyalty amidst an uncertain journey. Never led astray.
What rhymes with stray? Eh?
I think these are all wonderful things so far.
Well, thanks.
Not very good at rhymes.
They don't have to rhyme.
Could say pigeon cunning wisdom. Wisdom cunning. Expert of comedic. Timing.
It's good, Glenn. It's good.
Did he say timing?
Yes.
Oh, damn it. I was going to say timing.
Dandelion, say timing.
For Mr. Pigeon. For the glory of house and home. It was ironically fitting. Steadfast, bold, and never walked alone. He's got mirror image on. And he makes a clone. He also has friends, but mostly because he has mirror image and a fucking clone.
Yeah. And what about you, Marcus?
He was a guy. I hit things with a hammer.
He helps people.
That's it.
Everyone we've met who's needed help. Out of respect, usually.
Oh yeah. Not as a final shameful act.
A leader.
So would you say he's a savior of the broken, perhaps a leader of the damned?
That was what they said, right?
Yes, I think so.
Hey, thank you.
It is weirdly vague. Really weirdly fitting.
Yeah, there was a marching band the day that we arrived in Raylor, actually.
You're right.
We literally arrived for the marching
did.
band for
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin May?
Benjamin May.
Fuck that guy. He was nice. Is that what you wrote down?
I wrote those things.
Is that song about Marcus? I think that song is about Marcus. Carry on.
Mm-hmm.
Weirdly,
I think that song is
quite close. That's very odd.
Their misery and hate will kill us all. Matter of fact, just name song Black Parade.
You have your father's blackened armor, so this is really
do.
this is a weird conspiracy theory that we're getting into now.
We do.
Will you defeat them, your demons?
I got that one in my sword.
All the non-believers?
Well, yeah, they have to believe in Marcus and in good things.
Do you have a phantom?
Really
Yeah,
weird.
the demon lady and my sword. I'm also haunted by the figures of my mother and father, who I dream of every night.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I said the quiet part out loud.
That's very odd. That is wildly close to the things that have occurred to your character in this campaign.
We cracked
The
it, guys.
bodies in the streets.
Well, I gotta bury them.
Your memory will carry.
Well, I have to die. Otherwise, the song's incorrect. I've been trying to die for some time, like always.
I will remember all of these things, and I shall sing about all of you, so that way your memories and your journey through life will continue even after you are gone.
Oh, God.
You
From-
should also
gone
talk
from
to
here.
Cookie.
Oh,
when he
yeah.
wakes up. Cookie has a wonderful song you would love.
I will when he wakes up, yes.
Well, we do need a genuine name. It's been 60 episodes.
Name what?
You gave me a name.
I have a name.
For us, as friends, a group of merry companions and adventurers, heroes of the land.
How about all of that?
That's a lot of words to think about in a
Our
song.
title is For Us. Group of manly generals.
Manly
No, horses in the band. Or whatever you
horses
said.
in a band?
What did you say?
I don't know.
I don't think it's up to us to pick a name. It's up to whoever we help. What they deem fit. We could also call ourselves Yak Attack, but that's also just a thought. Well, I just scoop a bunch of the food into and just like put it in a pocket. I have to get going and get some sleep. I'm going to take Yak upstairs. Marcus, you care to feed the yaks in his stead here?
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
I'll take it and I'll just like scoop Yak out of his chair and throw him over my shoulder. And
That's
bedroom?
really sexual.
Bedroom?
Yak, absolutely.
Yes, right up the stairs around the corner here. The first one on the left is yours, the second is Yak's.
Thank you.
course.
Good night, all of you. And
You gonna fuck Yak?
grab a piece of pie and grab a beer. And walk upstairs.
Fuck
I'm
Yak.
taking Yak to go to bed. He's asleep in a chair.
Eepy.
You're gonna rail Yak in the yard.
In the yard. Yes, I asked for the bedroom to throw you off my scent.
Just to the front door slam closed. Yak just goes, ow! Sorry. We're going upstairs now! Step, slide.
And then you just hear outside, yeah.
I was gonna say earlier, you ever heard of yak nut? Sounds a lot like that, I guess. Oh, God. Well, that's not our group name.
Yak nut.
Could be. We'll figure it out.
Take your time.
It's been 60. We'll think of it in the next few months.
You can always send me a letter.
Yep. Oh.
Bird mail.
Oh, yes, you're right. Bird mail.
Birds fly through the mist.
Birds can reach here?
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know.
Can you? How high up does the mist go?
It extends a bit above the top of the tree line. The ground kind of always just exudes it. It's burned into the land.
I'm gonna send Shimmer out. Is there like an open window?
Yeah.
Send Shimmer out an open window and fly up,
Yeah.
and then look through his
Yeah.
papers.
You have him go straight up. You look through his eyes as he goes out of the window, and he flies a little bit over the town and dips down slightly, and then straight up. through the top of this misty canopy high up in the sky, you burst through like a bird bursting through a cloud. And he hovers and looks, and you just see dark mist across the tops of this tree line, slowly fizzling up and wafting into the sky as it dissolves and becomes one with the atmosphere in every direction.
In every direction. It's just like being over clouds.
It's like being over a darker, grayish cloud. Hint of blue, little pops of color here and there.
What time of day is it?
It's currently into the evening hours. It's dark, but you can still see the moon illuminating the mist above the trees. It's weirdly pretty.
It goes really far.
What does?
The mist?
Oh.
It's nighttime.
Well, that means it's time for bed. We have a long journey ahead of us tomorrow.
The moon is out. What percentage of pie is the...
It's like
Oh, I was gonna say I ate all the pies.
one third top corner, and then half of a third, 1/6 in the bottom corner. So there's a piece missing here, piece missing here. The weird clock moon that we have.
Yeah, the mist is...
Spooky.
It's kind of pretty, but it's dark.
Oh, that's fine then.
It goes as far as Shimmer can see.
That makes sense.
I guess we're in the middle. Are there any, like, birds or anything flying over top?
Yeah. Far off in the distance, you see some birds, yeah.
It looks like the birds do fly over. Which I guess we knew, because there's... You can send letters.
Uh-huh.
I'll come back to my eyes and
Yeah.
have Shimmer come back.
Yeah, you watch as he goes up and dips back down, and then you flip back to your eyes. A minute or so goes by, and he soars back through the window and then just lands on your head, curls up.
Do you mind showing me to my room, or at least telling me where my room might be?
Of course. It is right this way. She turns and... just right this way. And the two of them stand. We will be back in a moment. Yeah, and they lead you up the stairway and direct you to the first room on the right. Right here is where you can safely rest for the evening.
Yeah, I would just shake each of their hands and give them
And
a face bow.
he grabs your hand with both hands. Just
Thank you for doing all you've done, not only for us, but for all those in the history of this place.
it is the least I can do to pay for some of my former transgressions, and it is what these people deserve. I only do for people what they have earned.
And what should have been done for you.
If there is one benefit to this existence that I have, it is that it has given me a purpose. Something to do that is beneficial in life more than just a delivery boy in the dark.
It didn't give you purpose. You found purpose in it.
Yes, it helped me to find it.
Certainly.
From what Yak has told me and what we talked about tonight, it seems you are all deserving of rest when your journey is done. And I thank you for all that you are doing, for all of the people you are doing it for as well.
It's what we're here for.
kindred spirits in a way.
Indeed.
If you should need anything, there is a bell in your room that we will answer at a moment's notice.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, and shake his wife's hand as well.
Yeah, and they'll turn and open the door. Yes, Engir, how can I help you?
Can I have more pie?
Yes, I will bring some up in a few moments.
Okay.
I'll bring you one slice of each pie.
How much of a pie is that?
That is half of a pie.
Can I get 2 of every piece?
Yes.
1 full pie every slice. Works out, yes, thank you.
Of course.
It's gonna be pie!
Would you like any pie, Marcus?
No, I'm quite full, thank you.
Of course.
Depends who's asking.
Was it Del?
Good night.
It's
Thank
not one
you.
of them Fae people, is it?
Yeah, and they'll turn and begin walking down the stairs.
I'm going to enter my room and perform my nightly prayers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll come
You
back
hear
downstairs.
through the wall.
Marcus, did you feed the yaks?
Oh!
Just run up down the stairs.
Yeah, and they're halfway back up the stairs with a slice of pie.
Leave in my room. I have to feed yaks. Marcus is child and forget responsibility.
I hated chores.
Yeah, they set that upstairs and they come back. If I can show the 3 of you to your rooms, or if you need anything else this evening, please just let me know.
Grab a bread.
Yeah.
And a fruit
Sure.
of some variety.
Yeah. There is a bell in each of your rooms. If you should need anything, please do not hesitate to ring it.
Only if we need something.
Preferably, yes.
Okay.
That is how we will know to come to your room. Toy's just going to be...
You hear the front door close after. You'll finish feeding the yak.
I'm going to quickly leave Engir's room, close his door quietly shut behind me, and then back into my room.
Were you sneaking into his room?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they lead you upstairs, and you, I assume, follow.
I'd walk behind you.
Yeah.
Tap Twig on the shoulder. It's the bell for my room.
You are the second room on the right. You are the third room on the right, and the third room on the left. If you all should need anything, please just ring the bells, and we will come and see what it is that you need.
Give a little curtsy.
My pie in the room.
Mm-hmm.
It is?
Presumably.
No,
I don't
yeah,
know.
no, I didn't fuck with the pie.
Okay.
There's a hole in it!
No pie fucking here. No, I would have left on your...
Well, that's a fucking 7
Oh boy.
for perception.
What are the bedrooms like for the layout?
Very simple single beds. Small like little writing table. Small windows. Very simplistic.
Yeah, I would have left then on the little writer's desk a freshly carved mug, like a large tankard for ale, exclusively wooden, no metal banding on it, but out from the like crest in the center, it would have been antlers
similar to the ones that we have carved off of his, but linking the two antlers together would have been a set of chains that would be broken at the links.
You would see that on your nightstand.
Aw. You fuck with my pie? No, this smells like a pie. You didn't fill the cup, though. And that...
The tragedy.
Fuck, I have no bell. Creak my door open. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
And they've only just turned to the corner and they come back. Yes, Engir. What can I
I'll
get you
just
for?
stick the cup out the window or out of the door. Would you fill this up for me?
Yes,
please?
of course. And he pulls from in his robes a bottle of ale.
Oh, even better.
There you go.
Thank you.
You are quite welcome.
Sorry.
No problem.
Good night.
Good night.
Kick the door closed. Pour the whole damn pint in there.
Yeah. Anyone doing anything before bed? Are you two sleeping in separate rooms as you were offered, or is Twig presumably following you?
No.
Yeah,
I'm
no, I
gonna
didn't
take
think
the
so.
bell from the room that they gave me, but then I'm gonna go.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
Just not be surprised.
Yeah,
Or
no
not
sooner
doing-
does your door close that it opens again.
What's in the room?
It's just a small bed, a little table and chair, and window. There's like a little small clothing cupboard, very, very small. Very
Sleep
simplistic stuff.
Under the table.
Under the table? Okay. Yeah.
Just
You sleep under the table.
Curl up into a ball like this big somehow. Even.
Yeah. Anyone else doing anything else before bed?
Same thing I always do.
Okay.
Just settle in.
Marcus, I would say during your evening prayers, this would be occurring around the time that you hear Engir yelling in the hallway because he had given his bell away. You feel that same calming, vaguely calming warmth that you had gotten the last time that you prayed. And I would say that it maybe offers you a bit of comfort to know that even here in this rather desolate, cursed land, that your prayers do not go unanswered.
Yeah.
And I would say that we will end there for the evening. Thank you all very much for hanging out and watching this evening. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We will be live next on Monday for the City of Oshwamp at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're new, make sure that you follow so you can find us again. Our previous episodes for both this campaign, The Lost Kings of Adoris, and the City of Oshwamp are on our YouTube channel, Not Great RPG. They are also in podcast format wherever you get your podcasts under Not Great RPG and Not Great RPG More for the two campaigns respectively. We're on TikTok. We are on Instagram under Not Great RPG, not.great.rpg on Instagram and TikTok. We will be live on my personal channel, Not Great Dawn, tomorrow at some point during the day, I believe, to play some Sea of Thieves. Should be on for that. And then we'll be live here again in the Wanderer's Hideaway Tavern on Monday evening at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Thank you all. Yes, join the Discord, !Discord.
Lots of
You can chat with us, ask questions, post art, talk about D&D games, really anything
Take
you
pictures
want.
of food, whatever.
Take
you
And
pictures
your
of food.
pets.
Yeah,
There's
and your
pictures of
pets.
pets.
Yeah, we love it. Not great, more like super great. Hey,
Oh.
thank you. We appreciate it.
Overachieving.
Yeah, but we will be live again on Monday. Thank you all for being here, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.